Welcome to My Date with Natalie Portman. I'll talk about fitness, I'll talk about me, I'll talk about life, movies, anything. Warning, I am the worst Natalie Portman fan ever. For real. I really am. 2 weeks before the week of Thanksgiving, my whole life was absorbed by work. Just bump the table there. This kept me from actually posting, and it kept me from really getting any schoolwork done. And it was insidious because I'd have to stay up until the last update, which would be typically between 11 and midnight. And I would start getting texts asking me for updates from senior leadership between 4:30 and 5 a.m. This went on for 2 weeks. So I was running on roughly 5 hours of sleep a night. During the day, I would have text messages or updates, and then in the evening they would become more regular because I'd be being asked more regular for an update. And the truth was, the machine had a real problem. It was a critical machine to the hospital that I work for, and so this went on and on. After I finish this, I'll go back to work on schoolwork because I am 2 weeks behind in schoolwork as well. I've gotten a little caught up this weekend, and I was going to try and do it on Thanksgiving as well, but decided just to take Thanksgiving off and be thankful and enjoy the day as much as I could. I actually watched the Lord of the Ring movies on Thanksgiving, and I made a ham. So I've decided to quit focusing on weight loss per se until after the Spartan race. I'm going to focus on exercise and getting my body ready to do a 5K or 3.5 mile obstacle course race. I think weight loss will be a natural byproduct. But I did notice that once I got consistent about, well, let me back up. For months, I've been feeling really bad that I haven't lost more weight. I was feeling pretty bad about it. But then I realized the first step in weight loss is to stop gaining weight, if you're gaining. And that's really where I had to get, is consistent maintaining weight, not gaining. And that's what I had to go through. That's for me. It's not for everybody, but I had to, because I'm trying to, again, change my lifestyle. I'm not just trying to lose weight. Exercise and consistency over the last few weeks of actually just counting my calories, seeing where I fall every day, even if I go over. There's a lot of days I go under, and your body is not digital, it's analog. So the cumulative amount of exercise, calories burned, and the cumulative amount of food I put in my body, that's what it's looking at over time. So if I have a day where I'm a little over, which hasn't been many, it's been one or two, and it's never by very much. It's like less than 100 calories when I'm over. I have finally hit my first goal, which was to lose 15 pounds. Now, a guy my size, 15 pounds, if you're really hardcore, you can do that 2 weeks. It's not the best way to do it, but it can be done. However, I'm trying to do it through lifestyle change, which is much more difficult. Yay on the first goal. Now that was just before Thanksgiving, so I'm sure that because I haven't really done much exercise Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, or today, Sunday. But tomorrow morning I hit it again, back on schedule. I have not counted calories the whole time. On Thursday I went a little crazy. Probably Friday a little bit too, but I did work. But Saturday was average today. So far, I'm doing well. Thinking back to see what I've eaten today. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing food prep as we speak for the rest of the week. Well, for most of the week. And then on to the other big thing. The other big thing being buying a house. Buying a house in Houston. I'm going through the process right now. I am trying to buy as much house as I can because of the way the market is here. I would not, I know for a fact in Ohio, the market is so much different. I could buy a lot of house and not have to go near the end of what I can afford. The market here is really strange because if I go to the end of what I can afford, I get a really nice house. I mean, a really nice house. If I go down, well, actually, if I buy a house that costs less, because of the taxes on property tax, the monthly payment is more, even though the school system isn't rated as high as the one I'm in. And I don't understand exactly how that became to be a situation, but it is. The other thing is if I actually went to another area where the payments would be lower, including property tax, I go from a really, really nice house to really not much house at all to unacceptable housing, in my opinion, for what I'm paying. So I'm going as big as I can go. I'm a little, that's a little nervous, but not really. I have faith. I've got a plan in place. I've got a safety net, but it's one of those things. But it also means I'm living small right now. And I'm going to try and live small probably for the next 6 months to a year, even after having a house. It's a really big house. And the idea is not to rush and try and put furniture in every room. Not to try and buy all the little nice things that you might want to put in there right away. It's to make sure that I get in there, I understand the real cost to live in there, and then I can look at what I want to improve. Other than I plan on buying a grill, because I haven't had a grill for 2 years. So that's the plan. The closing date is the 20th of December. So as of right now, once that all goes through, I'll be happy to bring you on a house tour and show you just how ridiculous this house is. Yeah, so there's a lot of work to do before that. That's all the stuff I'm not excited about. I am excited about getting out of an apartment complex. I'm excited about getting rid of all the noisy neighbors and the people who leave trash in the hallways and the people who just don't have any respect for anybody, including themselves. Because unfortunately, that's what's starting to happen here. When I first got here, everybody was respectful of each other. And since the new management came in, they'll rent to just anybody, I think, and literally anybody. I don't know. I've seen a number of people who move in and move out 2 months later. And so, they didn't pay the rent. So it's turned into that kind of place, and I'm not happy about it at all. It served its purpose. It gave me 2 years here to kind of get my feet set and see what I wanted to do. And so, yeah, on this journey. With all of that, I just need to make sure I stay consistent with the workouts. I stay consistent with watching what I'm putting in my body. And I'm sure that it'll all be good. So, it's really all I got. Hey, so you can hear the guy talking loud so that the whole neighborhood can hear him. That's awesome. Anyway, remember that I love you. Take care of yourself. Rock on.